Hello, everybody, and welcome to Come Dine with Me, Western New York. Sponsored in part by the Vinyl Outlet, Ventura's Car Star Collision in Orchard Park, and Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more.
Oh, we're so glad you could join us this morning. We've really got a lot going on. In addition to our kitchen invasion, the doctor is in the house with some hints for your health, and we have 3 wonderful chefs that are going to be preparing some very innovative dishes that you'll find easy enough to make right in your own kitchen. We promise you.
You know, Jan, I've been getting so many compliments on our show. I'll bet you the 11:30 spot that we got is the most watched spot on Channel 7.
Well,
how about
I'm glad to hear that, and I have to agree, because what our show is about introducing you to some great restaurants, as well as showing you how to make some of their specialty signature dishes. And I mean, what could be better than that on a Sunday morning before a football game?
Have you tried any?
Of course I have. You know, actually, one of them was the Pemmican vodka from Orazio's. So let's get things rolling this morning, because Chefs Orazio and Jason are in the house.
I'm Orazio from Orazio's Restaurant, and today we have Jason, my chef, my right-hand man, and we're going to be making one of our famous dishes at the restaurant. It's our veal and eggplant abruzzo, our veal abruzzo we call it. Today we're going to start out with a nice fresh eggplant. We're going to cut it and peel it. And what we do actually, which a lot of people don't do, and they ask us all the time, why is it when I eat your eggplant that I don't get heartburn? Well, one of the secrets when you're cutting and prepping your eggplant is you want to soak it, and probably soak it for what, a good hour?
We always do 1 hour. We actually set a timer just to ensure that it's the best quality product that we can get. Another thing that it will also do is it draws out the bitterness when you put the salt water with the eggplant.
Yeah, so we have it nice and peeled, and we peel our eggplant for just about all of our dishes except for like the caponata or something, or if you're just grilling it and you want that peel on it for eye appeal and for a little bit of texture.
Absolutely.
So for this one, you're just going to slice it probably about a ½ inch thick and nice rounds. And if you were going to roll it and stuff it or anything, then you can cut it lengthwise. But for this particular dish, we cut it into rounds. And you can use a whole eggplant. If you peel it nice, that's the beautiful thing. The heel, use it. I mean, we don't want to waste anything. So we're going to just put it in our bowl of water. And what we do is we just put a little bit of salt right over it, mix it into the water with your eggplant. We're going to put a little dish on top of it just to keep it submerged in the water.
Absolutely.
And then while that's soaking, we're going to take our veal here, and we use Provimi veal. You want to use a nice milk-fed veal. You can tell by the color, nice light and pink. It's not a ruby red. And that just lets you know that it's a very high-quality veal like we use at the restaurant. I'm going to season the veal lightly with just some salt and some pepper. You always want to season in stages. And we find that if you season it before you bread it, the meat itself is going to have a lot of flavor. Jason's going to lightly bread it. You don't have to go crazy and put too much breading on it, because you want the meat and the veal to be the flavor that you taste, not breading.
I'll just season the other side here. And this veal, not only is it the best quality product that we start with, it's also pounded very, very thin, paper thin, so that's very important as well.
So for this, we do a simple flour and then an egg wash, which is just fresh eggs beaten with some milk. And then our Italian breadcrumb that we make at the restaurant with our homemade bread. We actually dry it and we grind it with parsley, Romano cheese, black pepper, salt. We try to do everything as much as possible in-house. We don't like to buy anything prepared, just because then we can control and know what's actually in our product. Okay, so you got the veal lightly breaded. We're gonna put it in our hot saute pan. Cook it till it's golden. While he's working on that, I'm just going to bread up a couple pieces of eggplant also. That's been soaking.
Same exact process.
You know, you always start with your flour. Then you want to wet it. You want to dry it just so it holds a little bit more of the egg wash. And then once you have your egg wash on, you're going to put it into the breadcrumb. And the veal cooks so quickly because it's so thin, and you don't want to cook it too long either, because we're also going to be baking it and finishing it in an oven. The most important thing on that is always using a high quality veal. With our veal, people always say you don't even need a knife. We can just eat it with a fork. That's how tender it is. We'll let that lightly sit for a second. Then what we're going to do is we're going to actually build this, and we're going to put some sauce down in our sizzle plate. We'll put the veal on top of it, and then we'll saute some eggplant. So I'll let Jason put a little sauce down. We'll put that veal right on top. And we use olive oil with our veal, so you don't have to worry about patting it out too much. Beautiful. We're going to use the same pan. And we're going to put our eggplant in it. Turn that back on. And the eggplant you'll want to cook just a little bit longer. And we'll hit just a little bit more olive oil in there. And cook that until the eggplant's golden, just like the veal.
Okay, so the eggplant's just about ready. And we're just going to add a little of our red sauce to the veal.
Smell the garlic and the sauce and then that veal.
It smells delicious. So a nice golden brown on our eggplant. And ready assembled, just like a nice lasagna.
So now we're gonna hit it with a little bit more sauce on the top, and we're gonna top it with a nice capicola, which has a nice slight spicy bite to it. You're gonna bake it like this for about 15 to 20 minutes in the oven, and then we'll put our cheese on it and let it go for 5 more minutes. Our veal Abruzzo, a classic on our menu. Now I can just try it. Delicious. The veal, the eggplant, the little bit of spice from that capicola, the cheese. Of course, our tomato sauce, Jay. Great job.
It's a great combination of many of our classic dishes at the restaurant.
Fantastic.
For this classic dish and many others, try Orazio's, 9415 Main Street in Clarence.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Key Video Productions, television, video, DVD, and by Russell's Steaks, Chops, and More. Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
Hey, Dr. Mark, where would you like to have dinner tonight?
Well, Russell's, of course.
Be my guest and let us do the rest.
Key Video Productions.
Welcome to Molinaro's. All our Italian cookies are made from family recipes passed down from generation to generation. Nobody can top our hand-tossed New York-style pizza, right, Dad?
That's right, Maggie. When they want a good pizza, we got them covered.
Try our signature dishes like chicken Molinaro, or enjoy authentic Italian classics. You know what we always say, Quando mangiate con Molinaro, mangiate con familia. When you eat at Molinaro's, you eat with family.
Eyes on Harlem and Eyes Downtown is all about personalized service. We offer many styles with a large selection of exclusive brands to suit every need, at a price for every budget.
I'm Dr. Bob, and my mission is to help you maintain healthy vision. Let my staff help you and your family with all of your optical needs.
Check out our website or call and make the drive to one of our 2 convenient locations. Eyes on Harlem, Eyes Downtown. Better vision for a better life.
Trust me, they got a selection fit for a king.
And there's more information at
Hey, Jigster, where would you like to have dinner tonight?
Well, Russell's, of course. Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers up next.
Be my guest. Let us do the rest.
Welcome back to Come Dine with Me, Western New York. Made possible by the Vinyl Outlet, the #1 source in Western New York for decking, railings, and fencing.
Jan, you just had work done in your backyard with a fence. How did they do?
Oh, it was great. We did. Tom Brick and his team came down and they took this disaster of a fence that we had in the backyard that's lashed together with rope, and I'm surprised it's still there. It's been there for a gazillion years, I think. And they put this beautiful white fence in that just changes the whole look of the house. When I look out in the backyard, it's just brighter, it's lighter. It just improves the look of your property.
Sounds beautiful. Good luck with it.
So they were great to work with. But right now, you know what's going on? Our chefs are getting ready for today's home invasion. But right now, let's head back to our studio kitchen at Artisan Kitchens and Baths.
Today we're making penne Tuscane. And what I've done so far to make this dish, the first thing I did was I took a bulb eggplant, I cubed it in large pieces, I placed it on a plate that had coffee filters on it, and what that does is it absorbs all of the liquid in the eggplant. Salted it real good to extract any of the bitters that are in the eggplant, and then I took it to the microwave and I put it on there for about 10 minutes, checking it about 5 minutes into it to make sure that everything was where it's supposed to be. Then I took it out of the microwave, I put it on a pan to cool. Then I took my saute pan and I added some spicy Italian sausage. I removed the skins. You can use bulk, you can use patties. I happen to use links. I put them in just hand-sized pieces, sauteed it, rendered it down, and I pulled that off the heat as well. And then what I did was I took 2 28-ounce cans of San Marzano tomatoes, which is the prized tomato in Italy. And what I did was I just pureed those right in the pan. And now we're going to assemble our dish for the final product. Okay, so now what I do is I have some onions sauteing on the stove. To that, we're going to add a little bit of fresh chopped garlic, maybe about 1 or 2 cloves. You can never have too much garlic. And you always want to add your garlic after the onions so you don't want it to burn. Okay, we have it at about a medium-high heat. And you see it's nice and caramelized. And the reason you want to caramelize it is because this will extract all the natural sugars that are in the onion and any of the products that you're cooking. Now to that, we're going to reintroduce our Italian sausage that's already pre-cooked. And we're just going to add it right to the pan. We're going to take our microwaved and sauteed eggplant. We're going to add that to the dish. And then we're just going to do a couple of spins around the pan to get all of the flavors, all of the products all happy and together. And if you could smell this, it's absolutely amazing. Now, if you want to make this vegetarian, you just leave out the step of the sausage. You can also add zucchini or squash to it. You can add mushrooms. It's pretty much a real open dish. You can do anything you like. Now that we have everything nice and hot, we're going to take our pureed San Marzano tomatoes and we're going to add that right to the pan. We're going to give it a quick stir. Okay, now we're going to add our fresh herbs to our mixture. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh oregano. And we're just going to kind of coarsely chop it, gives it more of a rustic feel. And you want to use about 3 times as much or so, whichever you prefer, fresh herb as opposed to dried, because the dried has a little higher concentration ratio. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take some fresh chopped thyme. We're going to use about a teaspoon of this, but you can add more if you wish. And then the last one we're going to use is some fresh basil. Now the fresh basil is grown in my house, kind of a staple there. And again, we're just going to do this as a rough chop. I like to see the leaves in my sauce. Okay, now we're going to add our fresh herbs to our sauce. Okay, now we're going to add some fresh grated Pecorino Romano. Pecorino is from goat. And then the prized cheese of Italy, Parmigiano Reggiano. This is kind of like the best cheese in the whole wide world. And we're going to add that to that. And you can add more or less, whatever you prefer. That's the beauty of cooking this dish. You can make it any way you like. To that, we're going to add some fresh sea salt, coarse ground black pepper, and of course, being Sicilian, I like a little bit of sugar in there. It'll just cut the acidity in the tomatoes just very, very slightly. About a tablespoon. All right, now we get to taste the fruits of our labor. Normally this is a family style serving. Probably 4 to 6 people can eat off of this, but I'm the only one here today, so I'm gonna make this my portion. Let's give it a try. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's Italian. My name is Chef Art Christie from Frontier Catering. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Closed captioning provided by
CarStar Relax. We'll take it from here.
If you've been in an accident, look no further than Ventura's CarStar Collision.
After all, we look at your situation from both sides.
Part of you wants certified technicians who use the industry's most advanced equipment.
The other part wants an incredible staff to help you with insurance, estimates, and car rentals.
At Ventura's CarStar Collision, we give you the best of both worlds.
We'll work together to get you rolling again.
With Frontier Catering, it's easy to show your good taste. Chef Art Christie uses time-tested techniques and authentic family recipes to create a custom menu that showcases your personal style and your venue. And with Frontier Catering, your food is prepared fresh, on-site. For corporate events, unforgettable weddings, and other signature celebrations, it has to be Frontier Catering.
To save you money, the Vinyl Outlet installs all year long. Act now and receive our amazing winter prices. Get rid of those old wrought iron railings and improve the safety and curb appeal of your home. No more scraping and painting. Porches, decks, fences, and railings, all on sale. Save big on markdown stock and installation with discounts up to 35% off. This spring, be ready to enjoy the great outdoors.
Let us transform your home.
Hi, this is Tom Payne to introduce my modern twist on shepherd's pie. Try my buffalo shepherd's pie, southwest shepherd's pie, short rib shepherd's pie, and lobster shepherd's pie with corn, mashed potatoes, and chunks of New England lobster. Or try my favorite, Thanksgiving shepherd's pie. Roast turkey, stuffing, green beans, mashed potatoes, and cranberries. Are you kidding me? All for a limited time at the Grapevine, 2545 Niagara Falls Boulevard in Amherst.
Remember when your mother always told you you're not leaving the table unless you eat all your vegetables? Well, there's a reason for that. Green vegetables are the #1 food that you can have on a regular basis that will keep you healthy. Green vegetables are low in fat, high in fiber, low in calories. They constantly fight disease such as heart disease, cancers, high cholesterol. They also contain high amounts of vitamins and minerals. So for all you women out there who are concerned about your calcium intake, please eat more green vegetables. Believe it or not, they have a lot more calcium than a glass of milk. Some examples of green vegetables are kale, Brussels sprouts, collard greens, spinach, broccoli, and romaine lettuce. So remember, when you're going out to eat at your favorite restaurant, order a nice dark green salad or a side of veggies. I'm Dr. Jamie Brennan with giving you just a few hints for your health.
Hi, I'm Chef Christopher Degler from Encore Restaurant. Come dine with me, Western New York.
Well, originally this house, approximately 14 years ago, when I first came in, was a hunting cabin that had multiple additions on it. The kitchen was originally a chicken coop.
I chose Artisan Kitchen for the remodel because I fell in love with Julie. She was right on page with everything that I had in my mind, and she brought it to life. From designing to picking products out, she just made it very simple.
The biggest thing is the cooking area. The older stove, we couldn't cook. We can actually have things on low simmer, cooking things at a high boil, and we can really process more dishes with that range.
From ceiling to floor and everything in between, I love everything about my kitchen.
Cooking today will be my mother, Mina, and my mother-in-law, Catherine.
I cook a lot of vegetarian dishes. I've been a vegetarian for a very, very long time, for over 30 years.
I started cooking when I was 11 years old. Mother and father had a family business, and when they came home at 5:30, they sat down and had dinner.
I'm willing to try new recipes. Of course, I just love the Italian heritage of cooking.
I can't wait for the chef to show up. Art was great talking to him. I can't wait for the other guys to show up, have some fun, learn some new techniques in the kitchen, and just have a good time with people and family.
Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you.
When Art did the menu, he said, you know what, Marco, it used to be a chicken coop. He said, I think we should do something with a chicken. Today we made chicken marsala. I love cooking chicken marsala, and Art wanted to do a nice dish to complement it.
So I did the creamy farfalle pasta with the asparagus and the cremini and the mascarpone cream sauce. But we made it vegetarian today because Kathy happened to be a vegetarian, so I thought, what a perfect opportunity to make something special for her.
We're standing in the middle of the chicken coop. Well, not so much a chicken coop anymore. It's an absolutely beautiful artisan kitchen. I'm with Mike and Mina, and we're gonna pay tribute to the Sicilian heritage and the chicken. We're gonna make chicken marsala. We buy some boneless breast of chicken. We have it pounded out nice and thin. We make an egg wash with half and half an egg. We dip it flour, egg wash, and back into the flour, and that gives it a little bit of a coating. You wanna make sure your pan is hot because you wanna sear the chicken and give it a little bit of a crisp, and that's what that flour is gonna do. So let's get started. We're gonna combine a little bit of olive oil, and we're gonna throw some butter in there as well.
With Marco, he makes things look so simple, you know, and I like to cook simple.
Lay the chicken breast down flat, and when it crusts on the one side, you flip it over, add some fresh mushrooms, some garlic, some parsley, some black pepper, and a mixture of marsala wine and white wine. The white wine deglazes the pan, brings all that flavor and all that love and goodness off, and the marsala sweetens it up and gives it that Sicilian kick. So what do you think? Simple Sicilian elegance, paying tribute to the chicken coop.
That is delicious. Fantastic.
Oh, and it melts in your mouth. It's so good.
Making me a hero with my wife now.
Perfect. Nice cooking with you guys. Come down with me, Western New York.
Okay, ladies, today I'm going to show you how to prepare a really, really popular vegetarian dish. Kathy, I understand you're a vegetarian. This is a creamy farfalle pasta, which is a bow tie pasta with fresh asparagus and cremini mushrooms and some other fun stuff. So, ready to get started?
Yes.
Okay. First, we boiled the farfalle pasta. While that was cooking, I had them cut up some cremini mushrooms and some fresh asparagus.
Working with Art today was wonderful. Just fun, energetic, and very knowledgeable in the kitchen. It was just a blast.
We started off with a nice hot pan with some fresh creamery butter. We sauteed some shallots, some fresh garlic. Okay, Roseanne, now we're going to add our cremini mushrooms, and all these are basically, dump the whole bowl, and these are basically baby portobello mushrooms. We cooked that down to al dente, which was just to the bite.
He was amazing. He was great. He made me feel comfortable, and I learned so much from him.
We're going to add our sun-dried tomatoes. Now these are in oil, and we're going to add the oil to it because that has like gobs of flavor in it. Then we added a little salt and pepper, and we added some mascarpone cheese, some heavy cream, a little bit of nutmeg. Now we're going to add our farfalle to it. Now we're going to finish it with some Parmigiano Reggiano, and we're good to go. Okay, now we're going to have some Italian flat leaf parsley, which I love because it has much more intense flavor than the regular stuff. And then those nuts that we had saved from before, we're going to put it right on the top. Ci mangi bene, vive bene. That's it right there.
Mmm, delicious.
What do you think? You like it?
Love it. Love it, love it. Very good. Delicious.
As a vegetarian, what do you think?
Delicious. Excellent.
Awesome.
One of my favorite dishes that I always order when I'm out is chicken marsala, so they prepared that for me today, and it was wonderful.
Delicious. Very good. I'd recommend it to anyone.
I ate part of my sons and part of my daughters.
I think it was just a wonderful day, and I was glad I could be here.
For me to have my whole family here cooking today was a wonderful experience.
It was great cooking together like that. I just loved it.
The kids were off from school. It was just old traditional, growing up like it used to be. A lot of fun.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Artisan Kitchens and Baths. See, touch, feel, and use our products. And by Buffalo Hotel Supply. Design, deliver, and install. We can do it all.
Beautiful design starts with Artisan Kitchens and Baths. Let us transform your kitchen or bath into the dream room you desire. Whatever your style and taste, Artisan Kitchens and Baths can design and install your vision to perfection. Our design team will work within your budget to give you quality at affordable prices. Update your home with Artisan Kitchens and Baths, 200 Amherst Street, Buffalo.
Be my guest and let us do the rest.
To save you money, the Vinyl Outlet installs all year long. Act now and receive our amazing winter prices. Get rid of those old wrought iron railings and improve the safety and curb appeal of your home. No more scraping and painting. Porches, decks, fences, and railings, all on sale. Save big on marked down stock and installation with discounts up to 35% off. This spring, be ready to enjoy the great outdoors.
Let us transform your home.
Some say it's our amazing sports bar. Others, our relaxed and comfortable dining room.
And then there are those who say it's our private meeting and banquet rooms where we take care of everything. Whatever draws you to Buffalo's best grill and catering, one thing's for certain, you'll always get a great meal. We pride ourselves on our casual atmosphere with very comfortable prices. Buffalo's best grill and catering, Southwestern Boulevard in Orchard Park. Stop in today and see why we're Buffalo's best.
Welcome to Illy DePaulo's restaurant. It's a family affair here as we carry on tradition of my grandfather of serving great food, sharing stories, talking sports, and celebrating with friends and family at the Ringside Lounge.
Hi, I'm Spencer, and I've been coming here for years and years with my girlfriends. So many years, in fact, I think I'm becoming a part of this building. I actually tend to consider myself a regular here. I've met a lot of great people at Illy DePaulo's, some deep conversations with people that you can never get anywhere else. Our favorite things to do when we come to Illy DePaulo's, we love to share many traditional Italian crafts of wine, and our favorite dishes to share with each other are the meatball parmesan and the crab cakes.
A great appetizer to start off with are crab cakes. Our crab cakes are served with mixed salad greens, balsamic vinaigrette with some roasted red pepper, and it's one of my favorites. But everything's one of my favorites. If you and your friends are really hungry, I suggest the meatball parmesan. First off, we start with our homemade meatballs. Then we pour on the house sauce. And then we smother it with mozzarella cheese and bake it to perfection. It's the best in town. I guarantee it.
My favorite time to go to Illy DePaulo's is definitely during girls' night. I love to catch up on laughs, talk about the work week, and have some great drinks at the Ringside Lounge.
It's always a great day at Illy DePaulo's. We'll see you at the Ringside Lounge.
We are out of time for this episode, but before we go, we'd like to thank our great sponsors, Artisan Kitchens and Baths, The Vinyl Outlet, and Eyes Downtown and Eyes on Harlem.
And Jan, like we've always been saying, support our local restaurants. They are the finest restaurants in Western New York.
Oh, they certainly are, and I'm in one of them right now. And just a reminder that if you'd like any of the recipes you see on today's show, or you want to learn more about a program, please check us out on Facebook. And don't forget to hit the like button.
For the Key Video production crew and everyone here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, I'm Russ Salvatore. Time to stick a fork in it, Jen, because we are done.
Get free tickets to the Bridal Expo at Seneca Niagara Casino, Sunday, January 25th.